What is up, you guys? Today I'm gonna do my first podcast, or at least a little snippet of one. Yes, I'm in my car. I'm in my car right now. I put like the sunroof thing, not the sunroof, like the little like for the sun on each side because I don't want the neighbors looking at me. But let's just get started. So the first thing on the agenda is I want to recap my year. It's January. Let's take a trip down memory lane. So basically, it's January 9th right now. In a couple weeks, it's gonna be the 1 year anniversary of my hand, which is crazy that it happened a year ago, and that like one, I made so much progress, and two, it happened in general, and like it did affect me, but I don't want to dwell on that. I'll talk to y'all when the anniversary comes, but just wanted to acknowledge that, let it be part of my history. And then another thing is with the whole like, oh, como se dice, like with the whole accident, I feel like I'm so behind in everything. Mainly like school. Like I feel so stupid because not only did I take the gap year from my accident, I also took not a gap year, but like I guess like a gap semester. So like I'm a year and a half behind everyone, and like it shouldn't really matter because like a lot of people do take gap years, but like what do I have to show for it, Like I just feel dumb. Like I feel like I'm gonna be so behind. Like I start school next week and I'm a little worried because I'm taking biology and I'm taking English. I'm like, in high school I was really good at it. Like I think I'm such a like don't at me, but I think comparing them, like I'm better at English than I am at math, like it just comes a little easier. So hopefully it just goes well, but also you never know. I think biology I'm gonna get a C or below because like I don't know, I have never taken biology. I think I tried to take it like the first time I came here, dropped it. I only dropped it because it was like 30 minutes out and I didn't want to keep doing that. But either way, I was still confused like during the class. So hopefully it's like a different teacher, different vibe, but I don't know. And then what else happened this year? Not a lot happened in 2024 because of my accident. Like I was just at home recovering and doing therapy. Like if you look through all my 2024, it's just me in bed. But I did also just like sometimes like towards the end of it, I was hanging out with my friends like when they came over and stuff like that, which was fun. But I don't know, I think it was a lot less uneventful than it was like other years. Also, this is another thing, like I feel like I'm still 18 in a way, just because like I didn't do anything in 2024, and like I don't know, I just still feel like I'm 18, but that's on another story. What's another thing? I did do like bullet points because I was like, I didn't want to just like ramble and everything, but I am. But another thing is that I did last year, was I moved. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? I gotta make sure people are watching. It is 6:30, but you never know. You never know what these creeps be doing. But I did move. I truly did it. Not that I hate y'all. I'm talking to Aaliyah and Tasha, but it's more I didn't want to move from my house. Like I love my parents. I love my house. I love where I live and everything. So when I was first like Googling like what schools are near me that do ultrasound, I quickly realized there was none that was community college. And so the idea of moving, I was like, oh my god, why? But I mean, I'm enjoying it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love it here, but it is different from my house. I love my house. I will always love my house. But it is a good thing that I love it here. I laugh a lot. We watch movies. but it is different because now I'm an adult and I have a lot more responsibilities, which is a lot less than an average person who has responsibilities, because I don't pay rent, which I'm hey hey, don't get me wrong, let's not start charging me, but there are things that, like, I don't know, I just feel like I don't have enough, and like that does worry me, but I won't get too much into it because I will start to cry. Moving on, can we talk about how, like, I graduated like almost 2 years ago. What? I think so, if my math is correctly. Almost 2 years. In May, it's going to be almost 2 years. But I want to reflect back onto school, because, like, school is always, like, such an easy topic to talk about. Can we talk about how stupid those tryhards are? I think, and I don't think there's a lot of people who are still, oh, no, actually, yeah, my cousins. Girl, unless you're going to be Einstein, don't try so hard. And, like, I mean that in the nicest way possible, and I also mean that, like, if you're going to end up at COD, queen, having a B is not the end of the world, you know? Like, I feel like a lot of people in high school were so worried. They were so worried. They're like, oh my God, I can't pass this test. And I was chilling with some D's, okay? Like, I didn't care. Like, I knew that D's, well, no, I knew that I could pass with D's. Was I proud of the D's? That's a different story. But was I gonna hold up my little diploma? Yes, sir. So, I just think, I don't know. I think that, like, como se dice, like, I just think that a lot of people cared too much, when in reality, you were gonna end up at COD or a college that didn't really fucking matter. Oh, who said that? And that moves me on to my second bullet point. Dream jobs and dream colleges. Why are we dreaming about labor? That's so crazy to me. I think, yes, ultrasound is my dream job in a sense. But it's not my dream job because I love, like, the whole nature of it, like, what I'm gonna do, helping others. No, queen. It's my dream job because it pays me the most in the shortest amount of time. That's it. For me, my dream job is not working at all. But I don't have that luxury. So my dream job, in a sense, is a job that's going to pay me the most. I'm not looking to help people. I'm sorry. Hey. Sorry, but I'm just looking for a job that is going to get me the most amount of money without me having to work much, you know? Like, I just want an easy job in the sense that I don't know if I'm making sense. Like, I just don't want to be doing all that. Like, what? And for, like, the rest of my life? What? Like, I think it's crazy that doctors, well, honestly, not crazy, but I think it's, like, crazy in the sense that I have to go to college for, like, 30 years to become a doctor. I mean, rightfully so. Go to school so, you know, like, the doctors know what they're doing and stuff like that, but I would never do that. Why would I be in school for such a long time? 2 years was cutting it for me when I found out I had to go, no, not even 2 years, like, 3 years was cutting it for me when I had to, when I found out that that's how much schooling I had to do for ultrasound. I was like, 3? What? But I don't know. I just think that, like, dream jobs are, like, dumb. Like, you've been dreaming about labor your entire life? What? And that's like, I mean, I guess, like, I'm not so mad about it, but I am mad about, like, dream colleges. What are we doing here? Like, where people like, that was my dream college. It is school, queen. I just think that, like, am I wrong to think that, like, you can go to school anywhere? Like, I get it, like, different vibes, different things. Like, unless you're going to an Ivy League school, and even then, Nah, I mean, you get to pass. If you're going to an Ivy League school, you can be sad about it. But any other school, queen, suck it up. Go to the next college. They're all the same. Like, it's all college. Trust. Because, like, my therapist, like, she was telling me how, like, and even before she told me this, I already knew this, you know? Like, my entire life, I never applied to colleges. One, because I thought I wasn't going to get in. But two, it was just, like, I can do the same schooling here and pay way less money, you know? Like, why be in debt? And I don't know why, like, I guess, but you guys all have your reasons. This is my podcast, okay? Let me talk. But for me, I just think it's dumb to waste so much money, unless it's free. If it's free and you have, like, a full ride or whatever, hey, you enjoyed that college life. But if I'm paying, like, thousands of dollars to go, hell no, denied. I don't care. I will take my ass to COD, because COD is, like, you're still gonna get the same degree if you go to a community college as you're gonna as opposed to, like, you going to a university. You get me? Like, nothing. What was I saying? Oh, about my therapist. She has the same degree as her other fellow coworkers, colleagues. And she went to, I guess, like, a smaller school or whatever, like a community college or whatever. And one of her colleagues went to, like, a prestige, like, university. I don't even remember the names or anything. But they wound up in the same location, doing the same job, helping the same people with the exact amount of pay. Like, that's, like, I don't understand that. But that's just me. That is me. Now, to tone it down a little, because I got a little too excited, is school lunches. Can we talk about that? I think it's crazy what they serve for school lunches. I just, like, I think back, like, they were so dry, but I was, like, warped to believe that they were so good. Because you know damn well, and my friends know this because they witnessed me, I ran to those school lunches. What do you mean? I ran. The second that you heard that bell, like, ding, you saw me running. The first time and the only time you ever see Aileen running. But I only ran because, like, they only had a limited amount of things. Like, the good things, only a limited amount. The bad things, a plethora of chicken sandwiches, and those were dry. And so I was like, oh my god. But then there will only be like 10 cheeseburgers, and I was like, okay, I gotta run. And I was running. And did I get my cheeseburger? Yes. And I also stole from the school lunches too. When the days that were taconada, the taconada days, you know, I was slipping 2 in my pockets. I made my friends sometimes hide the taconadas under the trays. I had my backpack also had, like, a little secret pocket behind me. Slip some in those. I didn't care. You really think one taconada was gonna fill me up? Queen, who are we joking? Same thing. I did the same thing with the grilled cheese sandwiches. Oh, those were bomb-licious. Bomb-delicious, okay? And I have no regrets. And I think more people should do what I do. Because I didn't get caught. Not once did I get in trouble. And had I learned that I could have just easily taken things, I would have done it way sooner. I started doing this senior year. I could have done this freshman year. And another thing, freshman year, we had those chocolate chip cookies, 50 cents. Whoever was making those, you need to get your toes sucked. Truly. And they got rid of them after the pandemic, and, like, we never heard back from them. Like, I want to know if their family's doing okay, or if they're making it out of this. But those cookies were so good. I remember freshman year, grabbed my lunch, set it down, and then I ran back to the lines to get my 50 cent cookies. And I would bring, or was it? 50 cents or 25 cents. I don't know. But I would bring my dollar and get whatever I could with that much money. And I was owing people too. I was like, hey, hey, let me borrow some cents. I'll pay you back tomorrow. And did I? Sometimes no. But all for the cookies, you know? And I really think that we need to go back onto that, because I think that would make school more enjoyable. I think my depression actually started surprisingly right after the cookies went away. Care to explain that? Anyways, away from school, we're gonna progress and go to driving. Some things that while I've moved here, I've noticed people suck at driving. And it's not just me, okay? Like, I get it. I'm new to driving. I don't know all the tricks. I haven't, like, fixed all the whatever. I'm not a pro. But I know how to signal. And people here in Temecula, I'm calling you out. Y'all don't know how to signal. Y'all take the opportunity and you cut right in. And sometimes I'm like, does your mother know you do that? Truly. And it's just like, I'm not saying Coachella Valley is blameless or innocent or anything, because we do have some people who are crazy as well. And I'm looking at those elderly, the geriatric, or is that how you say it? But going to Palm Springs, I prayed, honestly. I'm not religious, but that's when I started praying. Either they would go too slow or they just weren't looking, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, I already had to think about going into work, and now I have to think about, like, crashing. I have too much on my plate right now. And even worse than the old white people is Coachella. Y'all don't know how to drive. I am scared to drive there. Worse out than out here. Like, in Coachella, I was talking to Jennifer, like, literally yesterday. How, like, if you're at a 4-way stop sign, you have to be quick, because the second, like, you take too long, and I mean 2.3 seconds too long, they're going for you. Okay? They don't even care. And it'll be my turn, and then I'm trying to go, and then someone else is coming from the other side of traffic, and they'll look at you like you're wrong. They'll look at you like you did something, like you killed their family, okay? And that's why I think everyone above the age of 40 should get their license revoked. or they need to pass more schooling or whatever, because, hey, I'm not innocent. Like, my family, I'm looking at you, Pila. My grandma doesn't know how to drive, okay? And do we have the luxury of affording a driver for her? No. So sometimes she does sometimes does need to drive herself to wherever she needs to go. And those days I fear for the people on the road. Truly, like, I feel like every single time she would drive me to Mexicali and stuff like that. And I'm very thankful. I am very thankful that she drove me to Mexicali. Oh. Who said you could turn off? Hey, what's up? Anyways, I am very thankful for the people who drove me to Mexicali and stuff like that. But let's learn how to stay on your lane, you know? But hopefully one day I get enough money and I can hire my Pila chauffeur to keep me safe and her safe. What else? So I'm gonna leave. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched it all, if you didn't, at least get me the view. At least give me the view, and like, if you watched all the way to the end, actually, put on the comments, haha, you're so funny, just like that, okay? And then I'll know you liked it, and I'll give you a special surprise, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my first podcast. Bye.